Well, I'm going to give this a shot. I've been posting videos on TikTok and Instagram. Of course, they go on over to Facebook. But I think it's time to try YouTube. I see a lot of people saying that that's the way to go, so I thought I would give it a shot. My other sites are called Back in the Day, and I've written myself some notes because when you get to be my age, sometimes things don't always get recalled when you need to. On TikTok, I'm Back in the Day 7. And on Instagram, I'm Back in the Day 78. Of course, now I'm actually 79, so I've been around for a while. And originally I was trying to start this as kind of a nostalgia and personal history site. But I think instead of calling it Back in the Day, which is kind of generic, I'm going to call it Back in My Day, because these are things that I know about and things that I've experienced. You know, those things I think that young people don't know about and that older people want to recall in a pleasant and memorable way. You know, you talk about dial telephones, standard transmissions, and in your car, light dimmer switches on the floor that you have to push with your foot. The way that we, the wages that we made, prices we paid for things like gasoline. And, of course, in my lifetime, there's events like the Vietnam War, the Kennedy assassination, landing on the moon, just a bunch of things that you think about, that you hold in your mind and in your heart. I served 14 years in the Air Force, mostly overseas, so I think those might be some interesting events to relay. Now I'm known. My name is Tom, but I'm known online as Tech Sergeant T, and I was a Tech Sergeant in the Air Force when I got out. That's Technical Sergeant, Tech Sergeant for short. Also, I've been online as a Happy Geezer. Geezer, of course, because of my age, and I tend to be a pretty happy guy most of the time. I kind of feel like I've lived several lives. You know, like most of us, I started out in school, elementary school. We used to call it junior high school. Now I guess it's middle school and then high school. And I got out of high school in 1964. And in the fall, I went into the Air Force. It was during Vietnam. I was fortunate that I never had to go in country during the Vietnam War. And then I had my corporate life. I worked for Aerospace Industries for 14 or 15 years. And then got laid off and went back working with the military, and then went working for another company. That's all one life. And then at some point in 2004, I, with some friends and partners, bought a company. So I was self-employed for about 20 years. And now I'm back in the corporate world, working for a technology company. So, I've been around. There's some experiences there that I'd like to share. And I'm hoping that as I build this content, I've thought about the things that I want to do. There's a few old practices that we engaged in my younger years, like quilting and darning socks instead of buying new ones. I've already talked on one of my TikToks about making homemade bread. some things that I'd like to not only talk about, but perhaps demonstrate. I'm hoping that it will be of interest to both young and old. So for right now, I'm going to sign off, see if I can get this uploaded, and see where it goes. Thank you very much for your time.